guys, Dan Poole, Mr. Grey, Dan Duff the Grey, and we are finally back with a breakdown analysis videos. We haven't done these for, it's got to be over a month now. It's been a while. Excuse the mess behind me. I'm pretty much moving in about 3 days' time. For the person who asked the other day, where's Animal? I hope you didn't pack him in a box. He's right there. There, I should say. Looks really bare behind me now, but with that light, he looks like he's got wings. He's not an angel animal. He's a bit of a devil. But anyway, so for those new here, this is the kind of video where it's not sort of debunk, but there are debunks on the fly. And if I do any debunks in this, I'm going to call this a debunking video from now on. Because I never used to, but I'm going to from now on. So, just the way it is. But this is usually the ones where we look at the clips on these top 5 channels to see, right, if that's just a bollocks, what's the point? And that deserves a deep dive. It's just one of them. So, we're going to have a look at Goose Pimples. Good old Goose Pimples. We haven't perused the Goose Pimples for a while. Fair play, they always give me a good old comment. I like them. Nice people. This one is called 5 Scary Videos to Spook Your Christmas Socks Off. Obviously, this is from a couple of weeks back. So let's have a look. Ow. Please go to Goose Pimples, which I've linked down below. Go watch them first, like and subscribe, whatever you want to do. Then come back and we'll see what we can see. I don't know what these goofy smiles I keep doing. It's like I don't know how to use my face. It's like I'm an alien using my human skin for the first time. But anyway.
While going through their notifications, a family in Brownsville, Texas.
We're straight into it. Look, there was no intro from Goose Pimples then, or the narrator, I should say. There's no intro. We're straight into it.
Realized that their Ring doorbell camera captured something rather impossible.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Bet you missed it, didn't you? Look closely at the two.
I didn't miss it, and I think it's quite obvious what's going on, but we'll just listen to what they say first.
Two people walking down the road. One of them seems to disappear behind the pillar, but we can still see the two shadows on the pavement. The video goes on for a few minutes after this, but the vanishing person is nowhere to be seen. Brownsville is well known for its haunted past.
Okay, enough about Brownsville. Right, so basically what is happening, and I've covered this so many times when it comes to Ring dog cameras, CCTV cameras, or CCTV cameras in general. We're going to go through some stuff, right? So, if we watch it from the beginning, I'm going to mute. Obviously, you've got two people walking. You probably couldn't see it, actually, because my big fat head was in the way. I didn't realise, sorry. Right, so you've got two people walking. This is obviously a man or a woman, or just a man with long hair, though. And then it disappears into one person. So basically, I think it's quite obvious, right? Person behind, as they get there, they start speeding up. Right there. And then they're just in perfect unison with the person walking in front. As it gets to there, now either the person who hasn't disappeared is about 8 foot wide. There's two people there, but the reason it looks like those two meld into one is because she's speeding up. And when it gets to there, that is outside of the focal area of the camera. Like I've explained many times, CCTVs and like Ring doorbell cameras, they have a small sensor chip on them, the CMOS chip in the camera. Basically, the bigger the chip, the better the qualities. But obviously with these, because they record in 24/7, or they have to have, you know, like they have to save storage space. They have a lower quality camera than, like, say, this one right here. And obviously they got vast areas to record as a part of this couple of feet away from me. So with these kind of cameras, the focal area is going to be that area there. Obviously it's a fisheye lens, so it's got a scanning about 180 degrees probably, but the focal area is there. That's where all the quality of the camera is. Anything to the left or to the right, that's when it's going to degrade in quality, because obviously it's got an IR sensor as well. That is only a certain amount of range in the radius of the focal area. So anything outside of that radius, it's not going to register it, basically. So when it goes to there, could already see the woman was speeding up. And when they were there, she's literally probably just in front of him, and in almost perfect unison of walking. It does happen. And the camera is not, because like I said, the focal area is not out onto the left or to the right, it's in the center. it's not registering them as two people. It's basically trying to interpolate the frames and the quality and the pixels basically of those two people, but because they're walking in unison and she's just in front of him, it's registering as the same person basically. That's why it's a blobby mess. You just tell the quality on the people is just a blobby mess, and like I said, as they get further away from the camera, the wider they get, because she's right there, just in front of him. And that's pretty much it. And that's the mistake a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a lot of people who think, I just caught a ghost. That's the mistake they usually make on these CCTV cameras. They're not realizing that the focal area is so small, because it has to be, because it's only going to capture what's in front of it, not to the side of it, that anything outside of that focal area is just going to be a blobby mess. The reason why the house and the pillars look pretty good outside the focal area is because they're static. Anything static, it gives it a long enough exposure on the camera to give it a good quality image, but obviously anything in motion is just going to look like a pixely mess. And that's it. So moving on. I'm going to call that a debunk, so maybe I'll put debunk in the title, who knows?
Number 4. Commotion in the classroom.
Number 4.
Samet and his team of paranormal investigators behind the YouTube channel In the Dark decided to visit an abandoned school dormitory, one that many students and teachers reported being, quote, terrifyingly haunted. Crashes and bangs could be heard in hallways hours after the curfew, and the haunting sound of the call to prayer emanating from the empty mosque was a common occurrence. So naturally, going inside with their spare pants packed, these guys had a pretty good idea as to what they were walking into.
Bloody hell, I thought these kind of videos were gone. Right, I'm not going to watch the rest of that, because I've watched those kind of videos so many times. They're the Adventure Ali Bismillah! Those kind of videos, which to be honest, I thought went out of popularity about a year ago, but obviously they're still doing it. I mean, it's their mate running ahead of them. We've spotted it so many times in videos that you'll even see a guy in an Adidas bloody top or Adidas tracksuits in the background. Supposedly, you know, shadow dude. It's bollocks is what it is. So I'm going to move on from that. I'm not going to watch it. Apologies if you get annoyed that I'm skipping this one, but I cannot waste my time on that kind of bollocks ever again. It's basically his mate, right? That's all I'm saying. It's his mate running through, or their mate. It's the same shit all the time. Actually, I'm going to watch it, because why not? Oh, God. Right, does Goose Pimples link their sources? I just want to have a look. Number 4, number 2. Was it number 2 or number 4? In the Dark. I don't know what that is. Right, this is a translation. Obviously, it's not that accurate. What is it? Turkish, okay. In the Dark, we will try to bring you interviews with people who have experienced horror stories and terrible events on our channel. We will also try to go to abandoned villages and shoot there and bring you the supernatural events we have experienced. We will go to the villages where the supernatural events have already been highlighted and see if it really exists and try to get it to you. Please do not withhold your support from us. Have a good time. That's obviously a mistranslation, but it's always funny. It's pretty much a carbon copy. A carbon copy of the Bismillah videos we've all seen and all are utter bloody bollocks. Try to convince me otherwise, I dare you. Anyway. And to be honest, I don't know why they keep showing up on top 5 channels. Myself. I don't know why.
Find a single sign that anybody but themselves is inside them. Now, you could argue that the cabinets and planks moving, the crashing and the call to prayer were all done by a hidden third party, both by wreaking havoc and placing a speaker down.
I'm not arguing, I'm stating that as a fact. Am I there to 100% state that as a fact? No, I'm not, but I am still stating that as a fact. It is a third party. They are mate.
You can find a link in the description. Number 3. Back to school. Urban explorers can't seem to get enough of abandoned school buildings, but this video, uploaded by Yuoso Famadi, wasn't your average exploration. While exploring this abandoned school, they don't...
It's gonna be another one, isn't it? It's gonna be another Adventure Alley video.
Don't seem to find much lying around, aside from run-down school equipment. Projectors, tables, torn-up carpets, the usual stuff. But when they take a closer look at the floor, they realise that something absolutely terrifying happened here.
Are we gonna see a shadow dude? It's been a while. Are you fucking kidding me? I hope you all saw that. Did you see that? Let's watch that again in super slow-mo, shall we? Because it was terrifying. Goose Pimples, I like you and all that, but come on. Come on now, what's this? What is this? He's even still got his bloody Under Armour trainers on. What's this bullshit? Why is this on you? Please say they know this is just their dude.
Hello. Just an explorer. Hello.
Probably just an explorer.
An explorer.
Oh, this is one of those videos, you know, they do this, you know, so they can put "gone wrong" in the title. Do you know what pisses me off about this kind of stuff? Obviously, it's their mate. I don't care what they say. It's their mate. Whether they think it's a shadow dude or another explorer, it's their mate. The thing that annoys me, right? I used to do urban exploring. I know I have mates who do urban exploring. I'm fans of proper urban explorers. Not this kind of shit, who just do it to fake bollocks and put "gone wrong" in the title. They can go themselves, right? But the reason this annoys me is the actual real people who go around urban exploring, you know, showing off all cool old abandoned buildings. They get good views, but they don't get as much as this kind of bullshit because it gets put up on top 5 channels. It just annoys me that this kind of stuff gets top priority over the actual real urban exploring stuff. Like I said, as someone who used to do it, it pisses me off. And I know in the videos like, oh, is that the explorer? They know what they're doing. I don't give a shit what they say. They know what they're doing. It's so they can put... in fact, I'm going to see if they can put "gone wrong" in the title or some clickbait bullshit. Usif Ahmadi. I can already tell I don't like this channel. Oh, see what I mean? This is... I despise channels like this. Dead boyfriend prank gone wrong. It's one of those channels. One of those channels with zero morals. He's even got an exploring the church at 3 AM bullshit. Oh, I despise these kind of channels. Overnight challenge. Overnight challenge on a bus. Make sure that's in the thumbnail. Funniest accent challenge. That's the kind of channel which has zero quality, but gets the views because they clickbait the shit out of their young viewers, and they are young viewers. That's the only people who enjoy those kind of channels are young viewers, and I mean really young, like proper young. That's the only people who actually find those channels interesting. I despise them. But anyway, moving on.
Number 2. Knock Knock.
Knock knock.
I want to eat healthy, but I never have the time to cook. These
What the hell was that brown banana then?
A dad is capturing moments with his son when something pretty terrifying happens on camera.
¿Qué carajo? Mames.
No mames!
Quédate, hijo, quédate.
We haven't hit that. Oh, what a load of shit.
No mames. Amor.
No mames.
No me lo vas a creer.
At first, it's easy to assume that anyone could be touching the door.
Yes. Do you know what? The narrator of this particular clip, or video I should say, before each clip, he says exactly what we all know. This could be a dude outside touching the window. Yeah, it's 100% that. You should just stop at that. I'm sitting in my chair. Hey.
But when he checks who's there, no one can be seen.
No one can be seen.
This was far.
I mean, they couldn't have run out that massive doorway there. They couldn't have, but no one can be seen.
Hearing unexpected noises echo throughout the rooms, seeing creepy shadows near the door, and dealing with sleepless nights became the norm for them. But
Look at
when
that
his son
terrifyingly
starts telling
cute
him
dog.
that he is seeing stuff that no one else can see, things take a turn for the worse.
I don't know why I'm continuing with this clip, mind, by the way, because what's the point? Oh my god. No mames, no mames! No mames, where's he gone? Where's he gone? There's no way he ran out that doorway. No, it's impossible. The dog would have said, where could he have gone? Where's he gone? Is he in the house? He's in the house. There he is. Oh no, it's a fridge. You gonna see it in the corner of the room or something? No. The cat is baffled.
¿Qué hora es?
Son las 3:10 de la mañana.
It's 3 a.m. It's gone 3 a.m. That means something. She's baffled.
Some people think this was a real person standing outside, but look at the layout of the front porch. There was nowhere to hide in there. The
Come
other
on
door
now.
was
Whoa, no. Look now, narrator. There's nowhere to hide. It's a humongous doorway out into nothingness. You kidding me?
The other door was locked, so what on earth could it have been? The fact it happened at 10 past 3 a.m. just makes it even scarier.
No.
But what do you think? Really haunted or really fake? Let us know.
I do want to let him know, but I don't want to be too sarcastic.
Found a scary video you'd like us to... You know those fancy bars and restaurants that have huge wine displays scattered around the place?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't help but imagine how much money it would cost if you happen to push it over. The thought of that hole in your wallet is enough to send a chill down anyone's spine. But apparently, that's no worry for poltergeists. Take a look at this. Talk about the wrong place and wrong time.
The bottles were too packed in there, so the top bottle just gradually slid off the wet glass of the other bottle, and it was just cascaded after that. It's as simple as that. Badly placed wine bottles. But anyway, oh, we got more. Okay, sorry. I thought that was the last one. It's not fake. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. That's it.
Glad it was caught on camera. Otherwise, that staff member would be scrubbing more than just floors to pay that off. Bonus: ship to wreck.
Bonus
The
footage.
sheer amount of lives lost in the Second World War was enormous. And a good amount of those people took their last breaths aboard the HMAS Diamantina. The ship saw its fair amount of tragedy. After the war, people decided there was too much history on there to just lock her away, so she was preserved in Queensland Maritime Museum. But Dan, Pete and Simon over at Night Watchers Paranormal Australia jumped on the chance to take their equipment and set up shop there. There was a lot of light activity.
Before we watch this clip, I'm interested. We're going to go to the Night Watchers channel to see what kind of channel they are. Christ, they're a big team. Look how many of them it is. Night Watchers Paranormal Australia is a YouTube channel that features paranormal investigations and explorations with 100% real. Okay, they state in the bloody fact here, right? So we're gonna be the judge of that. Raw and authentic paranormal evidence. Paranormal investigators and hosts Dan Rickard and Pete Cazzolato, I'm sure I butchered that surname, I do apologise, tried to communicate with spirits from the afterlife, travelling to the various haunted locations to investigate the paranormal activity within the location. This is definitely not for the weak of heart. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel Night Watchers Paranormal Australia and follow the guys on their journey to bring their viewers the truth when it comes to the paranormal. Alright, I was wondering why they had a Casper-site thumbnail and they reacted to it. Okay, right. Okay, so far I don't see any clickbait stuff. No gone wrong. No like thumbnail. So we're going good so far. Let's watch the clip.
Activity surrounding them over this entire two-parter. They claim to hear multiple disembodied voices echoing around the lower decks of the ship.
I don't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing. Oh, walk in, okay.
Is that you, Casper?
Casper. Oh, they got the
Casper.
necrophonic out. You can't see my big fat head. They got the necrophonic.
We're gonna ask him if he was walking around.
If that's not Casper walking around, man, then that is the most heaviest footsteps I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
Yeah, mate.
We see it.
We're done.
We see it.
Oh, we're done, mate. We're done downstairs. You can turn the lights on if you want.
Put the lights on?
Yeah, we'll be. Hey, quick question. Were you walking around upstairs?
No, I didn't.
You didn't walk around upstairs?
Boom! Dramatic stab.
Okay, mate. We've just had serious footsteps.
Above us.
I'm talking as in like it sounded like a solid body walking around with solid boots on, and we're full on, like full on. I was yelling out, going, "Casper, is that you?
Like, is he walking around now?
Are you walking? You're not walking around now?
No.
Well, I just heard footsteps.
Yeah, we just heard him again.
What were they called? Night watchers? I'm gonna say they are not faking anything. Okay. But the dude Casper, who they phone, is the chairman of this HMS. I can't remember the bloody name of it. It's obviously is a museum and a tourist attraction. I can guarantee to you it has ghost stories attached to it, because they all do. And I'm just saying, a lot of these like museums, tourist attractions, they have a reputation to uphold when it comes to ghost stories. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying that the people who own those places or run those places have an incentive to have ghost investigators come along to pay for the night and wander about and say, hey, what was that? I don't know, Trev. I don't know. But I'm just saying there's a certain incentive. So could there have been that Casper dude walking around and he just said, no, it weren't me, mate? Or could there have been a ghost? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, that's it. As always, I enjoyed. I'm a fan of Goose Pimples. I like Goose Pimples, but I think apart from the last clip, which was just, it was interesting. You know, it was what it was. The rest of it was the biggest pile of bollocks I think I've seen in a long time. Urban exploring gone wrong. I can't stand those channels. The same as like the Adventure Alley, Bismillah, bloody things thrown in the back. You know what they mate. I don't like those channels, so I tend to skip. And I think they give a bad name to the actual people who are really trying to go out and find out about the mysterious and the unexplained. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Shall I put debunking in the title? I'm going to put partial debunk in the title. How's that? How's that sound? But anyway, leave a like if you like this video. Leave something new to my channel. I do this quite often. That's it. Thanks for watching. And bye for now.